Hey everyone, I'm Isaac and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2025. Tom Cruise is an actor who needs no introduction, especially when it comes to the Mission Impossible movies. With his charismatic charm and death-defying stunts, these movies have become a cornerstone of his career, and it's easy to see why. But all good things must come to an end, and it seems like Paramount is ready to do that with the latest Mission Impossible entry, The Final Reckoning. Before then, we had Dead Reckoning Part 1, which was really good, but it unfortunately underperformed at the box office due to it being overshadowed by Barbenheimer. But that wasn't gonna stop Paramount from pulling out all the stops for The Final Reckoning. The only thing that could challenge it was Lilo and Stitch of all things, but we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. So now Tom Cruise is back for one last go at this iconic franchise, which is also my last movie I'll be seeing at a Japanese movie theater. And was it a good note for me to go out on in both of those regards? Absolutely. It takes place sometime after Dead Reckoning, where a rogue artificial intelligence known as the Entity is pushing humanity ever closer to the brink of all-out nuclear war. And it's up to Ethan Hunt and the IMF to find the Entity's source code and stop it from destroying civilization. This is the longest Mission Impossible film to date, with a gargantuan runtime of 2 hours and 50 minutes, yet the runtime isn't much of an issue. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and it's able to justify its length pretty well. Unfortunately, it's not necessarily perfect when it comes to the writing. There's a lot of characters here for one, and a decent amount of them don't have that big a role in the film. The ones that do are still enjoyable, and their actors did a great job, but some of them could have been handled better. Also, while the stunts overall were fantastic, there were a few points where my suspension of disbelief started to be tested. This especially applied to Ethan somehow not drowning or getting hypothermia after ditching his wetsuit deep in the Bering Sea. I know it's a movie and all that, but it was still a bit far-fetched. Otherwise, The Final Reckoning was a really good watch. The stakes are at their highest with the conflict surrounding the Entity, which not only serves as a solid commentary on the rise of AI and the effects that could come with it, but it also makes the experience consistently intense as the villain Gabriel becomes more unhinged and the threat of the Entity becomes more extreme. And of course, Tom Cruise continues to shine in the lead role while playing off of his co-stars extremely well, and on top of his charisma, his stunts are probably some of the craziest we've ever seen in one of these movies. Now, the Mission Impossible movies are already known for the insane stunts that Cruise is able to pull off all on his own, so how can they top him doing stuff like hanging onto the side of a cargo jet and riding a motorcycle straight off of a cliff? Well, in this one, he hangs onto the side of not one, but 2 separate biplanes in the climax, with the second one doing a ton of barrel rolls and sudden movements, and the only CGI present in the scene was to remove the stunt wire. Yeah, suffice to say, my palms got really sweaty by then. And the rest of the action was great as well, with some impeccably choreographed fights and the locations being used to their fullest potential. But obviously, it's Tom Cruise's stunts that are the main selling point of these movies, and he absolutely delivers here. In general, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning may not be the best movie we've gotten in the series, but it was absolutely a satisfying conclusion. The action is at its apex here, alongside the heightened tension and great moments between the main characters, and it's absolutely a must-watch for fans of the franchise. Our lives are the sum of our choices, and my choice to see this movie was a good one, so that's why I'll be giving The Final Reckoning an 8 out of 10. Thanks for making these movies possible, Tom Cruise and Paramount. Next time, I'll be talking about another sequel with Karate Kid Legends. I still have to rewatch the other movies, but I heard this one was okay but a bit weaker than its predecessors. Either way, I hope I can find some things in this movie to enjoy. Anyways, thanks for watching this episode of Isaac Reviews 2025. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you all later.